What if I told you that in the next few minutes you could unlock 7 Stoic secrets so powerful they'll make you immune to chaos, stronger than your doubts, and unshakable no matter who tries to provoke you? Sounds impossible? Stay with me, because I promise by the end of this video, you'll never see silence or yourself the same way again. So let's begin right now with the first secret. The Stoics called it the shield of silence. Here's what it means. Every time you rush to react, you hand your power away. Every time you explain yourself, defend yourself, or argue back, you're trading peace for approval. And approval is the most expensive lie the world sells you. But when you stay silent, when you refuse to play the game, you become unpredictable. Suddenly, people can't control you. They throw words, pressure, even insults, but none of it sticks. You don't flinch. You don't bend. You hold your ground. And that's when silence stops being weakness and becomes armor. The truth is, silence unsettles people more than anger ever could. Because silence shows them you're not desperate for their validation. You're not rushing to prove your worth. You already know your worth, and that's why you can wait. That calm presence, that's power. And once you learn to wear it, no noise, no chaos, no person can easily shake you again. Stay with me because this is just the beginning. The next secret will take this armor and sharpen it into something even stronger. Clarity. The second Stoic secret is clarity. Let me break it down for you. Most of the stress you feel every day isn't because of what's actually happening. It's because of the stories you tell yourself. You replay that one sentence someone said. You imagine 10 different disasters that will probably never happen. You stack what if on top of what if until your chest feels heavy. That's not reality. That's your mind messing with you. Clarity means cutting through all that noise. It means asking a simple question. Does this really matter, or am I just reacting? That question alone is a game changer, because the truth is, most of the things you stress about are just noise. They don't deserve your energy, they don't deserve your time, and they definitely don't deserve your peace. Here's how you practice it. Pause. Don't run with the first thought that hits you. Write it down if you have to. Then look at it and ask yourself, is this real, or is this just my mind playing tricks? The moment you do that, the storm in your head starts to calm down. You stop being pulled in every direction. You actually see what's important and what's not. And once you taste clarity, you'll never want to go back. Confusion feels heavy. Clarity feels light. It's like finally dropping a backpack full of bricks you didn't even know you were carrying. Suddenly, you can breathe, you can think, you can choose. That's why clarity is the second Stoic secret. It makes your silence sharper, your mind calmer, and your emotions stronger. The third Stoic secret is emotional control. And let me be real with you. You don't lose battles in life because you're weak. You lose because you let your emotions take the wheel. Anger drives and you crash. Fear drives and you freeze. Insecurity drives and you chase approval until you're empty. You think you're in control, but really, you're just a passenger in your own life. The Stoics saw this thousands of years ago. They knew emotions are powerful, but only if you master them. Because here's the truth. Feelings aren't the enemy. They're signals. Anger shows you what matters. Fear shows you where you're vulnerable. Joy shows you what you love. But none of them should be in charge. You are. Here's the shift. The next time emotion hits, don't rush to react. Pause. Breathe. Watch it like a storm passing through the sky. When you step back for even a few seconds, the emotion loses its grip. You can still feel it, but now you choose how to use it. That pause is your weapon. That pause is where emotional intelligence is born. Imagine how dangerous you become when people can't push your buttons anymore. They insult you. You don't flinch. They try to pressure you. You stay steady. They expect you to break, but you don't. That calmness, that's not weakness. That's unshakable strength. That's discipline in action. And here's the secret. When you master your emotions, you don't just control your reactions, you control your life. Because your choices are no longer owned by anyone else. They're yours, fully. If this truth is hitting you right now, don't just watch. Hit subscribe, smash the like button, and tap the bell. Because the next secret builds on this, and you do not want to miss it. The fourth Stoic secret is resilience. And here's the truth. Life will hit you hard. It doesn't matter who you are, how smart you are, or how careful you try to be. Pain, failure, loss, they're not accidents. They're part of the game. But here's what breaks most people. It's not the pain itself. It's the thought that this should never have happened to me. That's what crushes you. You suffer twice. Once from the hit, and again from fighting the fact that it happened. The Stoics had a different approach. They trained for the storm instead of wishing it away. They said, expect it, prepare for it. Because when you're ready, the storm doesn't destroy you, it makes you stronger. Resilience is not avoiding pain. It's learning to bend without breaking. Picture a tree in the wind. A weak tree snaps because it refuses to move. A strong tree bends, sways, survives, and when the storm ends, it's still standing. That's you when you build resilience. Here's the practice. The next time something goes wrong, don't say, "Why me?" Say, "This is training." Every setback becomes a gem for your mind, a chance to prove your discipline, a chance to grow stronger. And once you start living like this, you stop feeling fragile. You stop falling apart every time life pushes you. You rise, you recover, you adapt. That's resilient. The fourth Stoic secret that turns every pain into power. The fifth Stoic secret is discipline. And listen, discipline isn't about being harsh with yourself. It's about freedom. When you keep the promises you make to yourself, you stop being weak. You wake up when you said you would. You finish what you started. You say no to what pulls you off track. Every time you do, you prove to yourself, I can trust me. And when you trust yourself, confidence becomes unshakable. Without discipline, you drift. Days blur, weeks disappear. You feel busy but empty. With discipline, you build. You feel progress. You feel alive. That's the kind of discipline the Stoics lived by, not punishment, but power. Now the sixth Stoic secret. Stop begging for approval. Most people live their whole lives performing. They want likes, applause, validation. They want someone else to tell them they matter. But here's the truth. You already matter. Your value doesn't rise when someone praises you. It doesn't fall when someone ignores you. When you stop chasing approval, everything changes. You stop shrinking to fit in. You stop bending just to please. You start standing tall, steady, enough. And here's the paradox. The moment you stop trying to impress, people respect you more. Discipline gives you strength inside. Freedom from approval makes you unshakable outside. Together, they turn you into someone calm, confident, and untouchable. Stay with me, because the seventh and final secret ties it all together, and once you hear it, everything will click. So here we are, the seventh and final Stoic secret. It's called sovereignty. Big word, simple meaning. It's when you own yourself so fully that nobody else can pull your strings. Think about it. You've learned silence as your shield, clarity to cut the noise, control over emotions, resilience when life hits, discipline to build yourself, and freedom from needing approval. Put all of that together, and what do you get? A person the world can't move. That's sovereignty. That's real freedom. And let me be clear, it doesn't mean shutting people out or being cold. It means you stand so strong in who you are that you don't need to prove anything anymore. You don't need to argue. You don't need to explain. You don't need to chase. You live steady, calm, grounded. That's where peace begins. Now here's the question I want to leave you with, and don't brush it off. Let it sink in. If the world went completely silent tomorrow, would you still know who you are? That's the test. That's the line between living free or living trapped. And if that question hit you, don't stop here, because what's coming next is the piece that makes everything stick. The next video is called 5 Stoic Rules to Build Unbreakable Inner Peace. Miss it, and you'll miss the part that makes all of this permanent.